Hi, so now we've designed our Django models or our movie model in our project. And now everything's working fine. We just added a new movie to our admin. So it's time that we start designing our, let's say, or start adding our static and the media files configuration because as we saw before, a new folder with the name of movies have been added to our project. So we need to add the media and static files configuration, and we also need to take a look at our settings.py. So first of all, in the settings, when we open, we can have that we have the base directory for our project. We have the security key. This is something for security reasons, and you don't share it with anyone. We have the bug equal to true. This is for development purposes. So if we have an error or something wrong in our project, we're gonna see this in the browser. But in production, we need to set this to false. We have the allowed hosts. We use it in the production. And if you wanted to know more about the Django deployment or production, you can check my course on Udemy for free, deploy Django projects on DigitalOcean. Okay, so now we have to install the apps, and this is all the apps in our project. The Django by default provides you with many apps for managing many things like the admin panel, the auth for login and users and so on, content types for session, message and so on. And we can use message actually. And this is our app. We have this is the middleware, and Django uses the middleware to connect. It's like a middle layer between the Django code and our. It gives us more features or more flexibility with iterating with Django. And we have the root URL. This is the main URL, and we have the templates, and this is the templates layer. Don't worry, we will talk about it when we came to adding the front end or templates. This is our WSGI configuration, and we want to treat with it. And this is our database configuration. And in later videos, we will use PostgreSQL. We will not go along with SQLite, so don't worry, we will use Postgre. And we have the password validators. We have some configuration for language, English, time zone, and some other configurations. And we have the static configuration. So let's open this link to know more about the static and the media files in the browser. So let's move down. So this is how can we manage static files in Django, and this is actually the latest version. So let's move down. So first of all, we need to add the static dirs in our settings.py. So here I'm gonna add static dirs, and I'm gonna remove this. And let's move down. So how can we serve the static while development? So we need to add this into our main URL. So let's open our main URL. Let's add those, and let's add this at the end. So here I'm gonna add this, and I'm gonna say URL patterns plus equal this. And let's move down. Serving the media files, so we need to add this also for media. So let's duplicate this, and let's add this for media files. And let's move down of the testing, the development, and so on. So now we've added the main configuration for our project. So let's open our server. So we've got an error. So let's run our app again, and we've got an error. Yeah, we need to remove this side. So we've got another error. Yeah. So in settings, we need to add media URL. This is the media folder. Yeah. And now our server is running well. Okay, this is awesome. So now let's open our project. So now we have our IMDB folder, our movie, and this movies folder contains the images of the movie. So let's edit this movie image. So let's open admin, and I'm gonna open this. I'm gonna upload the image again. So I'm gonna choose file. I'm gonna choose the same files, and I'm gonna choose and save. So now let's move here. So let's refresh. So let's take a look at our project. Yeah, it didn't create an media folder. So let's move back to review our code. So we need to add the media root equal to, and we're gonna say os.both.join, and we're gonna add our base directory, and we're gonna add the folder, our media folder. So let's save this, and let's restart our server. Okay, and let's refresh our page, and let's upload the image again. So let's hit choose, and let's hit save, and now we should see, yeah, here we are. So now we have a media folder, and inside this media we will see movies, and inside this movies we will see our image. So now let's take a look at our structure. So now we have a media folder, and if we open it, we're gonna see movies, and inside this movies we will see our image. So any image we will upload will be stored in this media. So let's leave this. So now we have our project, our movie app, and our media for uploading our media. Okay, and now we're gonna add also another folder called static, and this folder will hold our CSS JavaScript for our template. So we will add it, don't worry. So now everything's working fine. We just need to add the views. We need to add a list view and a detail view. I was confused actually, should I use function-based views or class-based views, but I'm gonna use class-based views. See you next lecture.